Welcome to the stage of history. I am your illustrious host, Kevin Uncanny Anytime. Welcome back to the Mindset Matters channel, where we talk about excellent mindset topics, y'all. Every Monday we come with a great motivating mindset topic for you to start off your week. So if you enjoy talking about mindset or learning about mindset, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, because on Mondays is where we kick it off with a good mindset. Okay. Also, go to www.mindsetmattersmore.net and take a look at what we got there, because that is the Mindset Matters Institute, and that is where we help you to minimize stress and focus on the good. And the reason being is because that will open up the door of the legend inside of you so that you can accomplish the amazing things that you have set out for yourself. When you are able to minimize and lower your stress levels and focus on the good possibilities, then the possibilities are endless. All right. So make sure you go to that website. Again, it's www.mindsetmattersmore.net and jump in. All right. I got a good one for you today. All right. We're going to talk about 5 reasons to keep things simple. Okay. We all try to do difficult things, and there's a time and place for that. But for the most part, when we're building new habits or even building new skills, you want to keep things simple. And this is an idea that I latched onto and learned from Atomic Habits from James Clear. I truly appreciate that book and highly recommend it. If you haven't read it or listened to it on Audible, definitely do so. All right, it'll change your life. But it helped me because sometimes when you have a lot of skills, or when you have a lot of what people call talent, I don't know what it is, or ability, right? Potential, right? That's what I feel like I have. A lot of potential to do great things, because I can latch onto something and do it pretty good, if I really put my mind to it. And I don't see a limit in that. So if you feel like that, if you're in that category, then this is going to help, okay? You want to keep things simple because you want to make sure that you stay focused on one macro goal and breaking it down into small micro goals. And this helps you so much with number 1, to process things faster. One thing I really like is being efficient with my time. That is something that I am a stickler for, is being efficient with my time. When I'm not managing my time efficiently, I am very upset. And that is a lot of frustration that comes out of me because of that. And that causes other derailments. So that's not good. But when you are able to set the micro steps in moving forward in whatever the initiative is, that helps you to get it done quicker, because you can move on from step to step to step to step to step when they are simple. If you don't make it simple, those challenging steps will cause you to pause, and you'll have to wait and contemplate and meditate and blah blah blah. But if you can break it all the way down to just, okay, well, this is here and this is here, just like putting together something, the screws, the table, the boards, you get everything together, then you start putting it together. That's how you want to do it. You want to make sure you have all of the pieces, and then you start putting it together. And that when you have all of the instructions, you have all of the pieces, that helps you to process things a lot faster. Number 2, it is so much better for your self-esteem. Why? Because sometimes when we run into challenges, that hurts our ego, right? That hurts our esteem. We're like, oh man, I just can't get it. I just can't get it right. I just can't do this. I can't do that. Or you get into a negative zone in your mind sometimes when there are multiple challenges that you get set up with because you are trying to take on multiple Goliaths at one time. And that's fine. It's a great goal to have at times when it's necessary. But if you do that too much or too often, it will mess around and make you really demoralized. And you don't want to get into that because that's what's going to lead us into the next thing, is that it will shut you down if you don't make it simple. You will shut yourself down if you don't make it simple because you made it too challenging, because there are too many challenging steps. You will all in all be like, I'm done. I quit. I don't want to mess with this. I am over it. I am just simply over this entire thing. And I know you felt that before. We've all been in that place before, but that is not where we want to go. In most cases, unless it's something that is like you've been at it for an extended period of time, you found out it wasn't your calling, by you feeling like, no, this isn't something that I'm actually passionate about. I've went through the entire process and I understand that now about myself. Then you should stop. But other than that, running into challenges back to back to back to back, it will cause you to shut down. So that is another reason why you want to just keep it simple, break it all the way down so you can move on to those easy steps. All right. And so that leads us into the fourth one, where it makes goals attainable. Now, who of us listening to this right now can say, yeah, I set some goals a few years ago and I don't know where they are now. They never got reached, or I just kind of slid them under the rug, or I just put those in a closet and just kind of forgot about them, right? But that is not how we want to feel. That's not something that we want to get into, because even though you feel like, I just kind of let it go, it's fine, it's still subconsciously, it's going to bother you. That's in your subconscious of, yep, you gave up on that, you failed, or whatever the case may be. And it's a silent killer. You don't want that to be in the back of your mind. Keeping it simple is going to make goals attainable, which is what is going to help your brain to be like, oh yeah, no, goals, we get those. Yeah, we run through goals. That's how we get down. So if you set a small goal of just get to point A to point B, boom. Then when I get to point A to point B, then let's set up the meeting, or let's process the information, or let's talk to person C. That those micro steps of you being like, yep, okay, got from point A to point B, boom, okay, now talk to person C, okay, great. The checking those things off the list in your mind make goals attainable. And you need to build that skill. You need to build that muscle in your mind that, yeah, things that I set before me, goals that I set before myself, are actually attainable. Because if you set large goals and you got to wait a long time, or you failed a couple of those large goals in the past, that's going to demoralize you. That is going to make you feel like crap. You're going to be like, goals, whatever, who cares? Who needs goals? I used to be that person. I totally understand. But don't be that anymore. You want to switch it up and keep it simple so you can make goals attainable. And so that leads us into the very last one, number 5. It creates motivation. Because when you are running through goals, guess what? You feel great. And guess what? You feel motivated. You're really a motivated person at that point, because you're like, yeah, goals. Yeah, goals. I got those. I run through those. That's awesome. Just like I was saying before, when you're setting small goals for yourself and you're actually accomplishing them, you feel more accomplished. And I mean as small as laying out your entire getting ready for yourself in the morning, what do you call it? Like schedule or, task list. Let's call it a getting ready task list for the morning. Let's say you say, okay, I'm going to grab the blue shirt. I'm going to grab the black shorts. I'm going to brush my teeth after that. I'm going to, however order you put it in. I'm going to shower. I'm going to do this. I'm talking about psychologically, when you check all of these off, you automatically create motivation. I bet you didn't know that. That's why I kept this last, because you don't even know that you can do that with the things that you're already doing in your life. Don't do it's all up here. Yeah, it's all up here. It's all up in my head. I got it. Like, that's fine. But if you can get a tangible list, and as soon as I wake up, I made my bed, and then I turned around, I went downstairs, I got some coffee or I got some water. Then I had my toothbrush, got my toothbrush ready. I went in the shower, took my shower, shaved my beard, shaved my mustache, lined myself up, got my clothes ready, blue shirt, black shorts, ready to go. All of that. If you write that out for yourself the night before and then do it all the next day, you're going to feel extremely accomplished. I left the house at X time because this how much time it should have took me and blah, blah, blah. You're going to feel ridiculously accomplished. Okay, those small rewards, again, read Atomic Habits. It'll really open your brain up on that. But those small rewards of accomplishing those micro goals are going to create some motivation in you didn't even know you had. It's going to straight throw some coals in the fire of the steam engine of you. And you're going to be like, yes, I can. Yes, I can do whatever I want to do. I as long as I can write my list down, I'm good to go. Even though that's not the case all the time. But when you build the progress and the mechanics of that inside of yourself, you create momentum. You create that motivation within yourself. And it's incredibly important because we all lack motivation at a lot of times. And you would want some hacks to be able to figure out, like, how can I get myself motivated? And I guarantee you that's one of them. All right. So that is all I got for you today, y'all. So let's recap. This is going to be in a mixed order, though, because I had to go up and down on it. It helps you process things faster. Number 1. Number 2, it's better for your self-esteem. Number 3, it'll shut you down. Number 4, goals are attainable. Number 5, it creates motivation. Okay? So 5 reasons to keep things simple is because, again, if you don't, it'll shut you down. All right? But all of the good things that we mentioned before, you'll process things faster. Your self-esteem will be better. Goals will be attainable, and you'll be way more motivated. That is the business, y'all. And I'm sure that's what you want. Okay? So that's what we got for you today. And I really hope you benefited from this. All right? So remember, y'all, that mindset matters more than anything else. All right. Why? Because what your mind is set on, that's what's going to dictate your future. Focus on the good. Why? Because if you focus on the good, that is what you will attract. All right. And that is the truth there. So go to www.mindsetmattersmore.net. All right. We got the Institute. We're ready for you to help you minimize that stress and focus on the good. We are ready for you. All right. It's here. It's ready. Jump in. All right. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. Okay. And then, have a fantastic rest of the week. Love you guys very, very much. Anytime. Out.